Yeah, so Jamaal Lascelles, eh? What a start of the season he's had, man. I mean, he's had more ups and downs than a roller coaster. Seriously, he's gone from hero to villain to hero again. I mean, in fact, hold on, has he really gone to villain? Let's analyze this anyway. So, barring the first game of the season, he's had a really good start to the start of the season. Basically, he scored 2 goals, 2 winning goals. To help us now be in ninth place during the international break. Off the back of that, he's got a new 6-year contract handed to him that he's gladly signed. And then after that, he nearly knocks Diame the F out. I mean, this reminds me of some Friday stuff. I could just see Jamaal Lascelles like standing over him saying, "You got knocked the F out." Well, apparently he didn't get that far. In fact, no, scrap that. Sorry. This is allegedly as well. Allegedly. Just got to make sure I put that out there. But allegedly, him and Diame had a training ground bust up. But anyway, let's get to the start of it. So, first game of the season, obviously, we lose to Spurs. I don't think he was even a part of that. In fact, no, was he? No, because it was Lascelles and Clark. So, no, he wasn't. Came on, but he didn't start. That was it. Cool. So, after that, then obviously, we get the 2 back-to-back wins. Well, in fact, 3. So we got 3 wins on the trot. And obviously he scores 2 of those winning goals, albeit from headers, from corners and stuff. So after the Huddersfield game, that was a myth. Then obviously we go on to beat Stoke, we go on to beat Swansea, we beat West Ham as well. Obviously didn't get the goals in that one. But yeah, good month overall. And obviously then he's nominated for Player of the Month. Obviously I voted for him. If you're a Toon fan, obviously you should vote for him too. Then he gets handed a 6-year contract. Now, I think that's more down to the loyalty and potential as well. It's from loyalty from his perspective and Rafa's perspective. Obviously, he's been one of the shining lights, albeit from the last time he was in the Premier League before he went down. Obviously, his run at Southampton still is remembered to this day. Also, throughout the Championship, he was named the captain and he had a really, really good season alongside Clark. And then he's had a good start to the season as well, so he's been rewarded for that. On the flip side of it, from Mike Ashley's point of view, he sees a young 23-year-old English international potentially, who can obviously get money from as well. So the fact of the matter is we signed him for about £5 million alongside Carl Diallo. If he gets sold on, or hopefully he doesn't, but if he gets sold on, we need the contract in place, at least having a release clause of X amount of money. Now, I'm not sure the ins and outs of his contract. I'm just saying it how it is. So again, let's not get too comfortable with him, albeit we all love him at the club. We all love his point of view and the passion that he gives. And even after the game, when he's doing his lap of honour, clapping the fans and all of that stuff. But we've got to be realistic here. Anyone is up for grabs or up for sale when you're at Newcastle United. So that's Mike Ashley's point of view. Now, sign a 6-year contract. Love all the stuff that he's given off about, there's hungry lads there. I think we've got one of the youngest squads, if not the youngest squad in the Premier League, which makes a change from years gone back. I mean, I remember even when Kenny Dalglish was in charge, we had like the oldest squad in charge, like Ian Rush, John Barnes, Stuart Pearce. So again, it's totally reversed that and gone the other way round. So good to get him on board, and hopefully more Newcastle United players will follow suit. And in fact, that might encourage more people to come there because of the fact that we've got ambitious players like Lascelles and other young players willing to put their future at the club. Now, after that, it's come out in the Sun. Now, bearing in mind it is the Sun, so again, they can fabricate stuff, but apparently there's a training ground bust up between Diame and Jamaal Lascelles, where Lascelles is basically called Diame lazy, and then in turn Diame's not had none of it, and then they've had a bit of fisticuffs, or might even not have come to that. John Joe Shelby, of all people, tried to get in the middle of that, and in result he's fractured his finger or something along those lines. So imagine that, John Joe Shelby becoming the peacemaker, or trying to become the peacemaker, and now he is he's got a broken finger or something like that, but he won't be missing the next game against Southampton, which is the good news. So been a bit of a topsy-turvy week/month for Jamaal Lascelles, but yeah, I just wanted to air that out and get your thoughts on that really as well. I mean, is it good that we signed him? Obviously on a longer contract. I think he still had like a good 2 or 3 years more on his contract, but I'm assuming that he's obviously got more money with this 6-year contract, and obviously it allows us to not fall into the trap of, if he becomes bigger and better, then he might end up losing. We might end up losing valuation on him if we get 2 years down the line and he can actually negotiate with other clubs when he's in the final year of his contract. So it's good on our part that, you know, we've seen the potential early. As I said, he's only 23 years of age. So again, 6 years takes him to 29. And that's not even in his prime yet, because obviously for centre-halves, they come more into their prime later on in their career. So good from our point of view. He can only get better, especially under the guidance of Rafa Benitez as well. And hopefully that can guide us to sign more players like him, young, hungry, and willing to learn under Rafa Benitez. So that's enough for me, guys. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. But again, it'll be interesting to get your thoughts on the whole debacle regarding his contract, and then obviously the row between him and Diame. I mean, he's practically said that before that it happens in training anyway. I think he said it happened between him and Richie not too long ago as well. So if it happens, it's nothing new. It's just funny that the media are making more of a show of it because it's Newcastle United, really. So yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you guys all soon. Peace.